Hi everyone and welcome back to the Dream channel. Today's tutorial is about making this wonderful pair of earrings. They are called Russian leaf earrings because the technique I used is the same of the technique that a lot of you know as Russian style used with Miyuki beads, Miyuki's Delica beads. You will see that it's very easy to make, and I encourage all of you to try making one. So we can start now taking a look to the material I used. First, of course, I used MiniDuo beads that are the small sisters of the Superduo. They are featured with 2 holes, but the size is slightly smaller. Then I use Nemo thread and 2 needles. Remember that as thread you can find a lot of thread very similar to Nemo one, like Sono or Miyuki. And remember that the best one is the Fireline. It's very expensive, but it's the best one. Then the last materials I used are a couple of earring hooks. Here I choose gold color, and then 2 tutors that are very important to hook the body of the earrings to the earring hooks. Then, as always, we need scissors, and lastly pliers like this one. So we are ready now to start building the earrings. Here I have approximately 1 meter is enough. You can take 1 meter enough to be sure that is enough of thread. I already thread 2 needles, one on each tip, and I will follow this pattern. I prepared this pattern. I will keep I keep the pattern at the top on the left, so you will see how we are working, how we are building our earrings. As you can see, it's very easy. We have to grow up. Then once I build 4 lines, we have to divide them on the left and then on the right. So the first step is to thread the first MiniDuo. Here the pattern. Okay. Scroll it down until the middle of the thread, exactly in this way. Remember that you can try to make this couple of earrings with Superduo as well, but I think the MiniDuo are especially designed for this pattern. Okay, now insert 1 MiniDuo for each tip, then scroll them down until to join the MiniDuo I inserted before. Very easy so far. Okay, put the camera closer. Okay, so in this way I follow inserting beads. The right thread will pass through the second hole of the right Superduo, then I thread a new one, then the needle passes inside the second hole of the other Superduo, the MiniDuo, sorry. I think I will confuse a lot of time today. Once I get it out from the left side, I take the left tip and I pass it toward the right inside the same holes. So in this way I will get both thread crossed inside these holes. insert a new one in the right side, then a new one in the left side, scroll them down again, and as you can guess, we have to insert 1 and 2 MiniDuo between the tips I got empty. So I pass up the thread through the second hole of the MiniDuo, then I insert a new MiniDuo here, then I pass the thread through the second hole this way, then I insert a new one, and then move the thread to the left, and done. Then with the left tip I passed it up through the second hole and then move it toward the right inside all these holes. And this is the result. So we move up one step more, so insert a new MiniDuo here on the right, then a new one with the left needle, then I scroll them down, I positionate them like where they need to go, and now we have to insert 1, 2 and 3 MiniDuo between the tips of the MiniDuo. So I move up the right thread through the second hole, I insert a new MiniDuo, I pass it through the next hole, then I insert a new MiniDuo again, I pass it through the next MiniDuo, then I insert a new MiniDuo again, and I pass through the last hole of the MiniDuo I have on the left. And then we follow doing the same with the left needle. We move up through the second hole of the MiniDuo, and we pass inside all the same holes I just passed with the right thread. And this is the result. 1, 2 and 3 lines. So one more. So 1 MiniDuo more on the left, then 1 MiniDuo more on the right, first on the left, on the right, then now on the left, and now we have to insert we have to fill all the gaps between the tips of the MiniDuo with 1 MiniDuo here, then a new one here, then another one here, and then the next and last one here. Then the thread goes out from the right to the left, and we move up the left needle through the second hole of this line, and we go out toward the right side. We insert a new one on the right, then a new one on the left, and we build the last line. Then the two parts of the earrings are starting to separate. we move up through the second hole. Then I filled all the gaps between the tips of the MiniDuo. Exactly I done so far. Then with the left needle I move it through all the holes toward the right side. This is the first, second, third and fourth. So I finished the first part of the body of the ring. So we have to separate the two lines now. So I take the right thread, I insert a new MiniDuo here. Then I do the same with the left one, with the left one. Then I move up through the second hole as always. Then I insert a new MiniDuo here. Then I pass it through the other hole. I insert a new MiniDuo again. Then I insert a new MiniDuo again. A new one here. Then a new one. And now a last one in this line. Then I cross the left one inside the same holes, moving it from the left to the right. So this thread will go to the right and it will follow working only on the right side, and the needle I just moved from the right to the left will work only for the left wing. Okay, I got them crossed. So this is the central 1, 2, 3, 4. So insert a new MiniDuo on the right side. Scroll them down, then move up, passing it through the second hole. Fill the gap between the first two MiniDuos, inserting a new MiniDuo. Then insert a new one here between the second and the third MiniDuo. Then a new one here between the third and the fourth. So we have to return back, passing through the previous hole of the last MiniDuo the needle was going out from. We go down and we pass it through all the holes, moving the needle from the left to the right. It goes out from this hole. So we have to insert a new MiniDuo exactly here, passing through this hole of this MiniDuo. Then I insert a new one. Then I insert a new one. And then we have to go down again through the previous hole, and we move the needle from the left to the right. Then we go up through the second hole of this MiniDuo. We are ready to insert a new one here. We scroll it down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for each line. Then 1, 2, 3, one is missing here. So we insert a new one. Then we move up the thread through the second hole. Then we insert a new MiniDuo. Then another MiniDuo again. Then we go down through the previous hole line. Exactly in this way. So in this hole, then through the next, then through the next again. Passing it up through the second hole. Then I insert a new one here, passing it through the second hole of this MiniDuo. Then I go down, I pass it through the previous line. Then I pass it up through the second hole on the top. I insert a new one. I scroll it down until to join the body of the earring. Then I pass the needle through the second hole on the top. I fill the gap between the tips of the MiniDuo, inserting a new one here. There would one more missing here, so we have to return back through the previous line, pass it through the holes from the left to the right. Then I go up, I pass it through the second hole on the top, then through the first hole on the top. I insert the last MiniDuo on the top here. So I have, this is the first one on the right. Then I pass it through the previous hole again. Then through the hole I have on the top and done. Okay, this is the body, this is the right part, the right wing of the Russian leaf. So we have to do the same with the left side. So I prepared the other side, and we'll do with all the same steps I just done with the left wing. So one MiniDuo here, I scroll it down, I pass the needle through the second hole, then I insert a new MiniDuo, then another MiniDuo here, another MiniDuo until the center, and now we are ready to return back by passing the needle through the previous line in this hole, through the first, second, then the third, fourth, at the fifth MiniDuo I go up one hole and I pass it through the holes until to go out from to the right side. Then I insert a new one, I move it up through the second hole, I insert a new one, then another one here, another one, then I go down, passing the needle through the previous line, I go a little faster because the steps are the same I just done for the other side, for the right wing. Then I go up, I insert a new MiniDuo, totally we need 68 MiniDuo for the body of this earring. Okay, here I insert a new one. Okay, the second, I fill the gap between the tips, inserting a new one here, and another one. Then I return back by passing the needle through the previous hole of the last MiniDuo. Okay, then I move up, I fill the gap between the tips with another MiniDuo, then I go down again, passing the needle through the previous line, only through these two, then I go up through the second hole, I insert a new one, then I fill the gap between the tips with a new MiniDuo again, okay, almost done. So I return passing the needle through the previous hole of the last MiniDuo the thread was going out from, and I move it from the left to the right. It goes out from, it passes only through this line, these holes, then I move it down through the second hole of this MiniDuo, and the hole at the bottom of the last MiniDuo. Then I pass it through the second hole on the top. I insert the last MiniDuo here. I move it down. Then I pass the needle through the second hole and I sew it to the last MiniDuo. And done. This is the body of the ring, just like the pattern I put here in the video. Now we have to sew the right wing to the left wing. How we have to do this? We sew only the last MiniDuo. Only the last MiniDuo on the top are going to join together, and I will show how to do that. So we pass the right needle inside the hole at the top on the left wings, and then I cross the other side inside the second hole of the right MiniDuo on the top. And this is the Russian leaf. The color I used is called Crystal Gold Rainbow, and is composed by a lot of shadows, a lot of tonality of gold. So once I got both tips together, I prepared the tutor. That is the very important part on the top, because it will protect the thread and it will make his life longer. So I pass it through the left MiniDuo again, then through the right one again to enforce the sewing. Now I pass it through the hole of the tutor in this way. Then I pass it through the second hole of the tutor on the left and inside the MiniDuo on the left. Be careful to tense the knot. The tutor has like a guide on his body that will keep the thread always stuck inside it. And this already is protect as well. I pass it a second turn again on the tutor. I move the other tip inside the hole of the tutor and I pass it through the opposite way. Now it's very tough to pass the needle inside the hole of the tutor, because I passed more than 2 times. This is the 3rd time I passed inside it, so it's not easy. I use the plier to help me. So now I pass it down. Through the second hole of the MiniDuo on the left, then through the previous one and the other one here, going down, and I sew the last part of the earring in order to enforce all the body of this part, because this part is probably the weaker one. So I go down, I follow passing it inside these holes. Then I do the same with the right needle. I pass it through the latest MiniDuo in order to enforce all the body of the bracelet, all the earring. So I go down, zigzag, through a few lines. It's probably difficult to pass inside these holes, so you will need a plier. Okay, I think it's enough now. The body is very strong and is stuck, completely stuck. As you can see, the Russian leaf is shaped out. We can take the scissors and cut away the thread who left, on the left and on the right. You don't need to make a knot because I passed inside this latest hole, latest MiniDuo a lot of time, so it's very tensed. So I have to hook the earring hook on the top, on the tutor directly. You can put a ring as well if you want, if you prefer, but you can hook it directly to the tutor as well, exactly in this way. I open the ring at the bottom. I insert the tutor in it and then I close it. And done. This is the very famous Russian leaf. I made a pair of earrings with the MiniDuo. I already know, or probably not, that MiniDuo are available in a lot of colors in the market. So you can combine a lot of colors among them. Here the couple. And I remind you that you can try making it with the Superduo as well, but I think it will be very big. So I encourage all of you to try making one. And remember to subscribe to our channel in order to stay updated with all our tutorials. See you next time, happy beading and bye bye.